where, again, the Auditor General, with a revelation, apparently, Mutahi Ngunyi, through his company, was overpaid by 12.5 million Kenyan shillings. Now, I mean, I've heard of typos and I've heard of, invoices that possibly have been put into it, but 12.5 million shillings, that's a lot of money to overpay.
Certainly, it still, again, points out to the weakness of financial management systems, where you find that the oversight is very weak in terms of those processes that a payment goes through before being finally approved. So there's some weakness. Like in this instance, you find that the contract provided that he should be paid a certain sum, which is 50 million. But ultimately, when the invoice was cleared for payment, he was paid up to 62 million shillings. So that's an excess of 12 million. It will make you wonder, was it a back payment? Was it a corrupt payment? Yeah. So
and both ways, because the person paying, and in this case being the NYS, for them to make an error of 12.5 million, that's a lot of money. But also the recipient.
Exactly.
If I saw an extra 12.5 million in my account, then one would imagine, if I'm responsible and honest, then what I should do is ask the payer that, hey, there's a mistake here. But of course, the Auditor General in this particular report has not indicated as to whether the money was refunded or it remained in the account, but let's wait and see.
It is not known.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Just previously, in one of the dailies, there was a contractor who was paid a specific sum to convert some certain store in State House into offices. Then the next financial year again, a double figure was awarded to a different firm for the same job, without even revealing whether or not the first company did it. So I think there's a lot of weakness in terms of financial management and regulation.
And of course, like we mentioned earlier, it seems to be by design.
Yes.
Because, I mean, these are figures that are astronomical for them to just literally pass under your nose and not to notice.
Certainly.
But the Auditor General there doing his job. But then again, I had him as a person of interest not too long ago, but it seemed frustrating to him that sometimes all he can do is do a report.
Exactly.
And what happens to the report is really not up to him.
That is for Parliament now.
That is for Parliament to take over.
Yes.